This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Friday, y'all. We fucking made it to the end of the week, right? These weeks are flying by. I feel like somebody stole hours off the clock or some shit. Like the days are just going by fast, fast, fast. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the morning vibes as I set up for the morning and get Facebook all up in the mix of things. So in the meanwhile, what do I always say? Hey, one reliable sing. Good morning. Hey, Saf. Grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4. Everybody just do your thing. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Set your affirmations, aspirations. Set your shit to do the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, good food, good mood. One step at a time. Yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control. Come on, y'all. Steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day and call it replication. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's cause I matter. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other days I'm barely breathing, y'all. What? You always gotta fight night. Come on, these negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are poison the rock. Head full of flaws, so here come the flies. Don't ever stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. What? Hey, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken. I got patience, one day at a time. That's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. Cause I what? I live my life like a narration. Don't expect greatness, but I'll take it. Hey, today's gonna be a good morning, Vine Ray. Good morning, Heart of Fire. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Y'all know. Today's gonna be a what? Wake up. Gotta do that first. Thank God. Wake up. We are up. Thank God. Wake up. Today's gonna be a what? Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day, y'all. I ain't got shit to really talk about today because sometimes sometimes the brain goes dead, right? And I went out last night and I had a great time. You know, my timeline would make it seem like I'm always out and popping somewhere, right? But I'm home more than out. It just looks that way. It looks funky on my timeline. I like it. I do. Good morning, McCliver. Good morning, Blissfully Evolving. So last night, y'all, I was invited out to a comedy show. It was an all-woman comedy show, and it was amazing. They were hilarious, right? I'm funny with comedy because it, it take a lot to make me laugh, right? And comedy after a while puts me to sleep. I know that sounds weird, but if I'm at a comedy show and the comedian is just okay, I start getting sleepy. Like I need to be fully entertained. The only thing that really keeps me going is really like action-packed shit and like horror shit, right? But I managed to be engaged in the comedy show all the way to the end. Now, at the very end, I started to get sleepy, right? But the show, it was right on time because the show was ending, right? And so I appreciate it. Thank you, Nakia Monet, again for inviting me out to the all girls comedy. It was hosted by and presented by She Got Jokes. So I don't, She Got Jokes
I'm assuming is a page on IG. I saw the lady who put it together last night, and it was just a beautiful event. I loved it. All right. And so I was able to get out. You know what's so crazy? Hey, Uhu, good morning. You know what's so crazy? Nakia Monet is one of my son's ex-girlfriends. And you know, it's amazing because I've had a relationship with her since 2005, right? And we've had our ups and downs back and forth around the corner, whatever. But you know, in the depths of it all, good people. Choose good people, right? It doesn't matter that she's my son's ex and my son doesn't care that I hang with her. Nobody gives a fuck, right? We've been hanging since 2005. This is the same person that when I had my surgery nightmare in 2018, she was living in Maryland at the time. And she saw that I posted that I was in the hospital. And she was one of two people that came to visit me when I was in the hospital. Mm. I'm not counting my significant other, right? Because if he wasn't there, he would have got cut. But she was one of two people that showed up when I had that surgery, when I could have lost my life or some shit. And and so I appreciate her. And so we still have a relationship, irregardless to the fact that she's no longer dating my son for a very long time, that is. So it was cool. All right. Good morning, Theo. Good morning, Cheryl Lee. Good morning, So Blessed. Good morning, Madison Glamour. Kim Possible. Oh, is there any of the ladies going through perimenopause? Been going through it for almost 3 years. I know you're not asking me. Cause you see me on here. I'm in full-blown menopause. Perimenopause. The fuck? I'm in full-blown menopause. I'ma cut you. Cause I'm sweating right now, menopause. I am in why the fuck I got this sweatshirt on type menopause. Like I be trying to wear my clothes, but want to be naked at the same time type menopause, right? It's nasty. The comedians was talking about the menopause shit last night, and they were like, "Listen, women be." She said she was fucking her man. This is part of the comedy act. She was fucking her man, and she was sweating, sweat all down her back, dripping. He thinking he fucking, he thinking he fucking the life out of her. Like, oh yeah, baby, I got you sweat, you sweating. She's like, he think he got me sweating. This is fucking menopause, baby. I know firsthand what that's like. I'm going to tell y'all something. Hey, Kev Esty. I'm going to tell y'all something because today is Freestyle Friday and I can say what I want to say. Today is Freestyle Friday, and I really don't have a topic, but I'm gonna say what I want to say. Yeah, when she told that joke about women having menopausal moments during sex, I understood it. I understood it 1000%. Let me tell y'all not gonna fucking judge me. I'm telling you right the fuck now. Hey, Ghost, you ain't gonna judge me. My fan has a remote control. The one in the bedroom has a remote control because when I'm in the bed and I'm hot, I need to be able to do this click, 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 click. I need to turn the shit on, turn the shit off. So, baby, during sex, the remote is in my reach, right? So as I'm doing it and flipping around and blocking la la, click, click, click. Listen, that remote is everything for me. Okay, I turn the fan on in the middle of the action. Okay, and I'm like, listen, I'm busting a sweat. Just make sure I got the remote near me. Whatever the fuck we doing. Listen, these sweats are. But let me tell you something. It's nothing more beautiful than a man recognizing when you are going through the change of life and you are miserably suffering, right? And the man has patience. This is why I fuck with older men. Because they know. They fucking know what's about to go down, right? And so I appreciate the man that makes sure when I come over, right, there's a fan on my side. I say my side because that's the side I'm sleeping on at the time, right? There's a fan on my side. There's a fan on his side, right? This way, both of us are cool, but neither one of us need to depend on each other for that coolness. The fuck, right? I love it when the whole house, there's access to a fan, right? I love that. Right? So it's nothing more sexy than a man that understands a woman is going through her change and making sure her space, even in his own space, making sure she's comfortable in his space. Because, baby, dating with menopause is fucked up. Okay. I remember my first bout um, when I was, out on a date, right? And I was actually at his house. And I get these waves of nausea, right? And I start dry heaving like I'm going to throw the fuck up. And I went over there, right? And as I was going over there, I felt my stomach getting funny, but I was like, nah, it's going to pass. Into his house, baby. I get to the bathroom. I start dry heaving. I start rubbing my stomach. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, this is normal. I'm fucking. Menopause is a nightmare. That's why I don't understand why younger boys want to date older women because we go through a lot of shit. I'm telling you. All right. Fan on, fan off, Glamour 47. You too? Good morning, Miss Shalonda Ray. Okay, because this menopause shit is crazy. So Uhu is asking anybody on here going through perimenopause, she's been going through it for 3 years. Heart to Fire said, I went an entire 11.5 months without a period. Then boom, my birthday clock starts all over again. Baby. I didn't have to go through that because when I got my hysterectomy, that shit said snatched out your insides. Welcome to menopause. That's how the fuck that happened. That motherfuckers did a trade-off. Uterus was out the shit. Menopause came right in. They didn't give me no chance. I swear, I was in the hospital burning the fuck up. I said, oh my God, I think I want my uterus to fuck back. I thought I wanted that shit back, y'all. I burnt up immediately. Okay. And all that shit that they tell you to take, the natural herbs, can't think of the name right now, black something, all these shits, they don't work for long. Okay. They don't. The fan works. Okay. Hey, Sharon. Good morning. Good morning. Heart to Fire said every time you turn while you are asleep, that hot flash, leg in and out the cover. Right? Oh my God. Heart to Fire. I know it well. Every time you turn, you be like, okay, I'm about to turn the fuck over, and here come the fucking hot flash. Or you in the bed trying to be loving with your man, and he holding you and shit, and his heat triggers your heat, and all of a sudden, I'm like this. If his arm is around me, I'm like this. And I start to move. Now, baby, that hurts my feelings because I love to cuddle, but I cannot. I got 5 minutes in me. I got 5 minutes of cuddle in me, y'all. And I hate it because I'm so needy as a cuddler. I'm a needy. I mean, I love to cuddle. I love to be underneath you. I love to touch you, even if it's just my toe on you. But I can't do it. I got 5 fucking minutes to hug you, right? And you know when we fuck, it's gonna be I'ma be hot. Hey, Interior Rue. Hey, Fancy K. So I'm just saying, the fuck. Heart of Fire said, and the mood swings. I have just learned to stay quiet. Girl, I already was flipping tables and bar stools when I got upset. And then I worked on my temper and I said, I'm going to chill out. Then the other day I lost it again. And I said, nah. So I try me too, Cheryl. I try to be quiet because my mood swings be so bad sometimes I be like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm mad about. Okay? Shirley said, you mean like the patience women give them waiting for the blue pill to kick in? I have never dated a guy that I knew that I was aware of. Let me just say that because motherfuckers do shit sneaky. Let me just say that. I have never dated a guy that I was aware of that took the blue pill. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, cause I don't want to go for so long. I'm just being fucking honest. I like sex, y'all, but you ain't gonna fuck me. I'm not one of those women that's gonna be like, you need to fuck me for 3, 4 hours. No, you don't. You need to fuck me until I'm satisfied and you satisfied. That could take 20 minutes, half an hour, right? And then fall the fuck to sleep and get up and we could fuck some more for another half hour. With foreplay and shit rolling around the bed, kissing and touching each other, maybe an hour. The fuck? I'm not one of those that I'm looking to roll around in the bed for 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking hours. I'm not one of those people. Okay. Good morning from Brazil. I'm not one of those people. So imagine having fucking hot flashes and trying to roll around for hours. But I wouldn't mind trying that Viagra just to see what the fuck it feel like. No, not on me, not me take it, but like he take it and let me see it in action. But then I be scared, y'all, cause I can't. I don't want him to be the one that get the hard dick that don't go down for 4 hours, cause I ain't got that much mouth, hand movement, or ass movement in me. I'm just saying. I'm being real. The fuck. I'm just being honest. Okay? Motherfuckers out here talking about they fucking all night. I'm like, no. Heart to Fire said, Heart to Fire said, stay on your side of the bed. I know that is right. Keep coming with the comments. We talk about hot flashes right now in menopause, but men go through menopause too. Y'all just act like y'all don't the fuck go through it, but y'all go through a change of life too. But anyway, y'all, today is Freestyle Friyaaayy, y'all, and we already in it. We talk about menopause. We talked about the comedy show. We already in it. Freestyle Friyaaayy is the day that we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about, right? But there's a couple of things that I want to remind y'all. Keep running up the comments. I'm going to come in and I'm going to read the comments. Keep running up the comments. I want to remind y'all, because today is fucking Friday. Okay, we ran out of runway, y'all. We are fucking here. Okay, today is Friday. You have this weekend to brush your knees off, get your asses together, okay? Roll your tongue around your mouth to get ready for that water. Go to fucking Costco, get you your cases, do whatever you need to do. But we are on and we are popping on Monday. Just move and hydrate. 15-day challenge goes from 10:17 to 10:31. 30 minutes of concentrated movement. Who the fuck is in on this? All right. Listen, I'm expecting participation. I know a couple of people that said they were in. I know Fire and One is in. I know Angel is in. I know Theo is in. I know Uhu says she was in. AG is in. Who the fuck else is in? We got this Just Move and Hydrate challenge. All right. Damaris is in. All right. Well, Damaris already work out. Some of the people that's in on this challenge already work out. Right. But we are here to support each other, beginners, veterans, doesn't matter, right? We are here to support each other, all right? And so Just Move and Hydrate starts Monday. So get your little journal books out, however y'all want to log this shit, because I'm telling you, every single day starting on Monday, I'm going to take a temperature check and I want you guys to chime in. Interior Rue, I want to hear from you on Monday, especially Tuesday. I might not hear that much shit on Monday, because some of y'all might not do it in the morning before the show. But Tuesday, we should start having people going, I drank 32 ounces of water yesterday. I need to do better. I did my 30 minutes. I did yoga. I walked down the fucking block. Whatever the fuck it is, we should have action next week on this, y'all. Let's do this shit together, right? Just Move and Hydrate, 15 days. Okay? All right. Okay? Cuz show up for yourself, and your body and your mind will show up for you. Okay? All right. And then the other thing we got is the books. I forgot to put the poll question back up in my story yesterday. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up. But we got 3 books so far. We got Homecoming, Overcome Fear and Trauma to Reclaim Your Whole Authentic Self as a pick. And we have It Didn't Start With You as a pick. Guys, today is the day that I need more votes. Right? How many of you are really in on this book club? A lot of people say they down for shit. And then we hear, we spend the time, we put together our little milestone groups, okay? And we start to get this shit going. I only got 2 votes in on these books, right? So I don't want to be the one to get in the milestone group and go, let's pick a book and tell people to order it, right? We need group buy-in to make sure that we all want to read the same book. I want to read It Didn't Start With You, but I'm okay reading Homecoming, Overcome Fear and Trauma to Reclaim Your Whole Self. I'm good with either one of these books as the first book to read, right? And so I expect to see some votes coming in today after this Coffee with Friends. I will try to remember to go into my story and put this back up there, okay? Oh, Miss Shalandere, you ordered all 3 of these books? Okay, so some people, okay, you ordered all 3 of these books. That's what you're saying. Okay. Good. I'm glad. All right. Cool. So if you have not ordered your book, if you have not, It Didn't Start First. Okay. Ooh, picked It Didn't Start First. That's 2 votes for It Didn't Start First. But Miss Shalandere, which book do you want to start reading first? We're not going to read all 3 at the same time. We're going to pick one book. We're going to pick a date that we come back and we discuss it. So which book are you voting on to go first? So far, It Didn't Start With You is winning. Okay. Anybody want to put an active vote out here right now? Because we could figure this out right now. It Didn't Start First. All right. Looks like It Didn't Start First is winning. All right. Looks like this is going to be our first book, y'all. It Didn't Start With You, How Inherited Family Trauma Shapes Who We Are. And I like this to be the first book. Let me tell you why. Because a lot of us are suffering trauma and we talk about the trauma. And as we talk about it, we realize that it goes back deep, deep, deep years ago, right? And so the way this book is titled, It Didn't Start With You, How Inherited Family Trauma Shapes Who You Are, Who We Are, right, is a good place to start so we can understand where the trauma started, right? So it looks like It Didn't Start With You is the winner. Interior Rule is going with It Didn't Start With You. All right. So that is the book. So milestone leaders, I will go in to the chat and we will confirm that it is going to be It Didn't Start With You as the first book that we are going to start with. I would expect people to order their book as of Monday. I will start advertising that is the book that we're going to go with. Everyone, Amazon delivers within a day, right? 2 days the most, right? If you don't have Prime, maybe 3 the most, right? Let's get these books. We're going to give a week to get the books in, and then we'll give about 2 weeks to read the book. It depends on how big the book is, right? We'll give about 2 weeks to read the book, 2-3 weeks to read the book, and then we'll come back because not only are we reading the book, we're taking notes. We're going to come back and have an in-depth discussion in the evening in a special Coffee with Friends, Reading with Friends edition. Okay? Because healing takes work. And we can't just keep coming on here talking about the shit without doing the work. We got to do the work, right? So let's do that. I love it. All right. So I wanted to remind you guys of that because next week is going to start our journey. All right. Hey, J. Joe, good morning. If you came in on IG, give me the hearts. If you came in on YouTube, give me the thumbs up. Let me go back and read these comments. Good morning, Johnny Hill. Sharon said, you and I are alike, baby, with the hot flashes and the menopause. Hearts of Fire says, those hot flashes would not let anyone be great for sexual pleasure. I'm still going to do the sex. I'm still going to have sex. But what you're going to understand is I'm going to be sweaty. right? And you know, the unfortunate thing, the one thing, and this is gonna be TMI, y'all, but I don't give a fuck. It's Friday. I can say what the fuck I want. The one thing I hate is that the overnight sweating, it takes away from that spontaneous eating of the coochie in the morning type sex, right? Like I don't I'm so conscious because I sweat, and I have to wear, and this is so weird. I don't like to wear panties, but I wear panties to bed or shorts to bed because I sweat and I need something to capture the sweat. I know this is TMI, but this is grown folk shit. This is grown folk shit. Okay. And I sweat so damn bad, okay, uh, that I need something to catch the sweat. And so for me in the morning, if my man roll me over and be like, I'm gonna eat this pussy, babe, I'll be like, babe, please don't. I'll be like, it's sweaty. I do say it. I'll be like, it's sweaty. I sweat all night. Now, I like a nasty motherfucker that be like, let me get that sweat. Let me stop fantasizing real quick. But anyway, that to me are the trials and tribulations of menopause. Oh, I know you a damn lie. Oh, who said I want menopause now? Oh, don't put that on yourself. Do you know what menopause is like? Do you not look at me every day and see what the fuck I go through? I haven't had my period since 2018. Menopause is so much more than not having your period. The fuck? Some days I was like, oh my God, I think I'd rather bleed. I promise you, I said it. This menopause is the worst. Sometimes sex hurt. Sometimes your coochie don't want to, your juices get affected. It ain't as juicy as it used to be. It ain't dripping down your leg, down to your knees and shit, making a mess. You be like, where is the waterfall? Right? Menopause takes you through a lot of shit in your body. It ain't pleasant. And you need to have a man that understands the changes that goes on in a woman's body like me. I need to have a man that understands, my pussy is sweaty. I know you want to eat it, but I'm the bitch that need to get up and jump in the shower real quick. Come out, let you eat this pussy, unless you that nasty motherfucker that want to eat through the sweat. I like that too. I mean, I don't put limits on yourself, but I'm gonna let you know it's sweaty. Okay. Um, anyway, y'all, I want to take a minute. I'm gonna read some comments. I'm gonna take a minute and read something here because it's in line of what we talked about all week. We touched on a lot of things this week, all right? Happiness, how to get there, what happiness means to you, and do other people fit in your world when it comes to you and happiness. And when people say they want you to be happy, what does that mean? And does that mean only if it includes them, right? We talked about a lot of different things, right? And so I want to read something from Until Today because I read these little self-help books. I do. The fuck? How the fuck I'm getting help? I don't have a therapist. I don't have a psychiatrist, and I might need one, but in the meantime, these self-help books are going to help my ass, right? And so I'm going to read something and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the comments. Yes, it is, Sharon. Yes, it is. Let them know. Menopause is real. Sharon said, my ex had menopause. It's a real thing with men. It is. Johnny Leon Hill, nobody. They be lying. Johnny said, who's having sex all night? Nobody. Now you might lay there with your leg on your man, sleeping with your mouth open all night. But okay, Von Ray, you in? Cheryl Lee is in. Good. You are in for hashtag fit friends. Are you in for reading with friends too? If you are, get your book. We're gonna have some healing and dealing going on in here. The fuck? October 14th. Friyaayyy Until Today, Ayan Lavon's aunt, because I want to read this for y'all, and then you're going to tell me how you feel about this. And in the meantime, I'm going to put up the guest link in case someone is moved by the spirit and want to jump on and talk some shit. Just make sure your Wi-Fi is good, okay? October 14th. I will realize my own worth when I accept I am nothing to be ashamed of. I'm going to pause there for a minute. You ever gone through life, been through some trials and tribulations, things have happened to you in your life and you felt ashamed? Yeah. Yeah. I used to feel ashamed when my son got locked up. I was embarrassed. Yeah. Have you ever considered just being yourself? I think about that shit all the time, but being myself sometimes affects other people. But I'm going to keep reading this shit. There is no need for you to be some kind of super being in order to measure up to everyone else. Speaking to my soul today. Who you are is really quite enough. You know enough and have enough to offer something valuable. Whatever is going on, if you would simply show up with your smile, your way of doing things, and your way of being exactly who you are, you would recognize that who you are is just fine. If you would just for a moment stop tearing yourself down because of the mistakes you have made, you would feel like who you are is enough. If you would choose to stop beating up on yourself for the things you did not do to everyone else's satisfaction, you would understand that who you are is enough. If you would decide to stop doubting and second guessing yourself, you might realize that who you are is enough. This this is in line of, recovering from people pleasing. That all the topics we talked about this week, right? If you would allow yourself to be who you are without excuses or defenses, I'm going to read that again. If you would allow yourself to be who you are without excuses or defenses for just a moment, you might have a very valuable experience. If you were to let yourself know that you are enough for about 30 seconds, do you think others might notice? Do you? Do you think others might notice? Is it possible that you might find a new vision of yourself and for yourself? Finding a new vision for yourself. Change based on your needs. Good morning, Jello. Good morning, Veronica Madison. What if you were to let yourself know that you are enough by doing everything in your power to believe it, trust it, and demonstrate it? Is it possible that those who find you lacking might shut their mouths? Who are other people to tell you what you're lacking in? When you tell yourself you are enough, someone can't tell you that you're lacking in something. It's all possible, but you will never know until you make a chance on just being enough for yourself to make yourself happy. Not what everybody else needs, not what everybody else thinks, not everything you could do for somebody else, not everything you could be for somebody else, but just being enough for yourself. Until today, you may have obsessed with fixing or changing yourself. In an effort to make who you are better. We always talk about healing and growing and changing to make ourselves better. But in the process of it all, are we telling ourselves we are enough? Until today, you have been obsessed with fixing and changing yourself to make who you are better. Just for today, just for fucking today, y'all. Try being yourself and try being yourself and do what you do without pretense, defense, or excuses. Today, I am devoted to realizing that being myself is enough to make me valuable. I needed that word today, y'all. I needed that word because until today, you may have been obsessed with fixing or changing yourself, right? I'm always obsessed with fixing and changing myself, trying to fucking please people, making everybody happy, right? And sometimes they don't realize that I'm coming outside of myself. What I'm doing is I'm making excuses. I'm doing all these things to please other people, right? And I'm trying to change and fix myself so that I think that I could be happy and they could be happy. But baby, try telling myself I am a fucking enough. No excuses, no explanations, no fucking nothings. How about that shit? Mm. Hey, Zen. I see you hopped on and I'm coming, boo. I've been missing you. Sharon said, I go overboard with my mouth. I say whatever I want. I know that. I mean, I used to be like that. I'm getting better because I'm getting better. All right. Cheryl Lee said, I've learned for me that self research of self is some of the best therapy out there. Study, learn, and apply and see results. I'm practicing learning to know thyself. Isn't that shit deep, BG? Come on the fuck in here, Zen.
Good morning.
Good morning, Zen. Good morning. And so, we have our resident coffee with friends member, Zen. What you drinking?
Tea.
What kind? I need the breakdown. Is it regular fucking Lipton tea? Is it some kind of chamomile tea? What the fuck?
No, it's a yogi tea. It's
Okay.
it's blueberry like dieter's tea or whatever, but I just love the flavor because
Oh.
it's green tea with like blueberry flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yum. I'm drinking coffee with some cinnamon and some pumpkin because we're in October. Fuck y'all.
I just went to the eye doctor yesterday and she told me that I have issues with hydration. So I need to
Well, you have
stay.
dry eye. Did they give you Restasis?
No, it's not dry eye, but it's just I get occasional dryness that it's just not enough. So
Yeah.
I have quantity of tears, but not I have quality of tears, but not quantity or
Quantity.
whatever.
Right. Me too.
Old people shit.
Yeah, it is old people shit. But you know what, Zen, now that you said that, and this is Freestyle Friday, and we can just do whatever we want. It's funny because, going to the eye doctor, and I talked about this the other day, and the dentist at my age, I be scared and shit. Like, I never was scared before. Now, when I go to the dentist, I'm like, at what age am I not going to have any teeth? When I go to the eye doctor, I'm like, are these motherfuckers going to tell me I have cataracts or glaucoma? These are all the things that you worry about when you get older that people don't think about when you're young. Like
Yeah.
now I'm like, I know I sunbathe a lot, damn fucking cataracts. The risk of sunbathing and having your eyeballs out in the sun, when you get older, you might end up with cataracts.
Mm.
Right. And so these are all the things I fucking think about. So, baby, when you see me with sunglasses on through my whole vacation, it's because I'm trying to protect my damn eyeballs. Okay. And so I'm glad, Zen, that the only problem you had was not enough tears.
Well, and then, of course, every time I go to the eye doctor, well, it's a little bit worse. It's a little
Well,
bit
yeah, but it's not glaucoma.
It's not. It's not. Yeah. Knock wood, and I'll take the blessings where I can get them.
Exactly. So what you got for us this morning? We talking about you talking about what I was reading? What we talking
Yes.
about? Okay, good.
Yes. Okay.
Because that shit was meat and potatoes for me.
So we had a lot of discussions this week. I haven't fully participated, but I've listened.
Yeah.
And I did say a piece about how I work through disappointment, like how that affects me and how it kind of controls how I react to situations. And everything that you read, I understand and I get and I agree. However, how do you do these things? Because when you have had a lifetime of being a certain way or feeling a certain way, and if you're not shown how to break that chain, then knowing these things is great. But how do you implement it? And
Yeah.
that's where I come in. I just don't, I love it. I love it all. Please tell me how.
I don't
You
know
know,
how.
where do I send my 99.99? You know?
Right. Me too. I don't know how. And that's why Coffee with Friends, that's why you motherfuckers are here. Cause I don't know how either. You know what I'm saying? Like I read it and it resonated with me. And I was like, damn, this is fucking me. Why are you talking to me, Ayanla? Right.
Mhm.
And you know, I'm gonna be honest. I have broken my own heart
Mm,
in my lifetime, right? Because, you know, I have tried to accommodate everybody else's needs throughout my life, right? Thinking that it would make me a happier person if they were happy,
yeah,
right? But ultimately, what actually happened was some people just need more and they need more and they need more. And what happens is when I can't give more, or if I'm at a point in my life where I need to step back and focus on myself, they get so comfortable with me giving what I was given before that now they're completely disappointed with me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh my God, like I've been there. I've given all I could give. Now I can't give nothing. I got to give back to myself for a minute.
yeah,
And then some of these people get upset and they take it personal because they're thinking, oh my God, now they're not giving to me anymore. They're not doing this for me anymore. They're not doing this with me anymore. But
mm,
sometimes it's not a conscious decision that I make and I go, Zen, I'm not going to fuck with you right now.
right.
Right? It's just me trying to be myself, not knowing how to be myself without disappointing other people.
Yeah, yeah.
So how the fuck do we do it?
Well, so this is something I was thinking the other day. I didn't want to say anything like, but when we were talking about disappointment, I was talking about how my friends are amazing. We communicate with one another. We talk to one another. We say, listen, I didn't like the way you talked to me that day. You know, you had some fucking audacity to come off like that. That's how we talk to
And
each
that's
other. We
exactly how you say it.
That's how, I think makes any relationship perfect and great is communication.
Yeah.
If you're sitting there hiding behind your feelings all the time, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
So I surround myself with people that are just amazing people. They're
Yeah.
generous of spirit, generous of heart, just generous in general,
Mhm.
that are just supportive and uplifting. They're not there to tear people down. I'm
Yeah.
not there to tear you down. We will when we drink because that's what we do. But
Well, that's different. That's different. That's different.
I mean, we'll read a bitch, but
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
but
That's
it's
different.
it is about who you surround yourself with, and there are times when people will say, well, you didn't call me. I don't know. I'm just using something
Yeah.
simple, but you didn't call me, when such and such happened. And I've had this experience, and I'm just like, well, okay. First of all, I didn't know, or I thought you needed space, and I didn't want to intrude or whatever. There are some
Mhm.
people that want that
Yeah.
interaction. They want people to like, you know, they post something and put it out on social media. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm having a terrible day,
Yeah.
and this happened and that happened, and they want to unload.
Yeah.
I'm not the one.
Yeah.
Work through it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you wanna not
No,
just
but you know,
talk
when people
about
put
it.
shit on social media sometime and then you reach out to them, they be like, mind your business. And I'm like, what? You fucking just
Either way,
what?
right? Anyway, getting back to the point. So you asked us that, you deal with people that are the opposite way. That,
Mhm.
when you want to take time for you and deal with whatever you're dealing with, they kind of get all up, in their feelings about, you know, how that made them feel. It's not
Yes.
about you. It's about
What
me right now. So what I'm saying is just watch and be cognizant of who you surround
Well,
yourself
how do you handle a situation like that when you're in a situation and you know you are trying to take control of your life and you are just being yourself and being who you are, and say you have one or two people that are looking at you like, oh my God, you're moving different, you're being different, what about me, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, I can't think about you right now. I'm only thinking
Mhm.
about me, right? Why do people get upset when these things happen? Like, why I find that I have to explain to people, I'm trying to heal. This is my thing. I'm just navigating through life.
Why are you explaining?
That's the thing.
Don't. All you got to say, sorry, it's not about you. Don't take it personal.
But
And
why do
move
people
on.
take it personal? I need to know on here why y'all motherfuckers take it personal.
It's because they're human.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm
natural.
gonna accept that because I say give people grace, right?
Yeah.
But I want to
said
call it
yesterday,
out.
actually.
Yeah, I say all the time, give people grace. But you know what? And I want to give y'all grace. But at the same time, this is a healing platform and recognizing and being accountable at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? You can't heal unless you're being accountable. So if you are one of those motherfuckers that are always, what about me? What about me? When you can see, when you have friends, right? I've always been the friend. Any one of my motherfucking friends out here want to jump on Coffee with Friends and call me a liar, do it. I invite you on here at any time to say, Robin, you a fucking liar. Okay. But any of my friends, okay, they know I don't give a fuck. They decide they want to twirl with a whole different crowd for the next 6 months. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's what you need, boo. I love you.
Right. Yeah.
It's not about me. Because I know that if our foundation is strong and we are friends and our foundation is strong,
Yep.
I'm not going anywhere. I just need this time to do whatever it is I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And people, y'all make my ass itch because some people need to chill out and stop making shit about them. We sit on here and we talk about healing and doing better in our lives, but sometimes we put more pressure on our friends than y'all realize. Just saying. So how the fuck do we do it?
Don't explain. That's it. You don't need to. If they're going to make it about them, they don't deserve an explanation. Number one. If they're going to make it about them, you have every right to just simply say, not about you. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to move on. Either you're right with it or you're not. But this is something that I'm going through, not about you.
Right.
Now, you want to talk about me? Let's talk about me now. If that's what you want. If you're bringing this to me, let's talk about me. But it's not about you. Let's get that clear.
Yeah.
There's one thing that my aunts and my mother, all sisters, 5 girls, did very well. And they will cut a bitch off in a second and just be like, sweetie, no, we're not doing this. It's not about you. And that's it. That's all that was said. And they moved on.
I love
And they
it.
pretend like nothing happened. And it was it.
I love
And people sit there like, because
I mean, and this is the pressures that, and sometimes I have to sit back and I go, my personality, like I really want to ask my friends, and Zen, you have known me a really, really long time, right? And so, sometimes I sit and I say to myself, because I have gotten into some friendships where, people grow attached to me, right? And it's probably my personality because whatever. But they grow attached to me. But my life, Zen, when I met you, you knew what I was going through with my son in jail and shit like that, right?
Yep.
And so when I go through shit like that, when my life takes a turn, whether it's I'm breaking up from a marriage or my kid is going through some shit, my life changes a little bit. Right. And I take space within myself to be able to deal with that. And I do what I have to do to be able to deal with these things. And I have experienced throughout my life, people that in my life not understanding that space that I needed.
Yeah.
And getting very upset. And I'm going to tell you, it hurts my feelings because I feel like, you know, if people love me and you love me and you know that this is what I need and you know that I love you, give me this space. This has nothing to do. I'm not doing this to hurt you. I'm doing this to fucking save me. So what ultimately happens is I get resentful and I go, so you don't care about me? I start asking my friends, y'all don't care? Like you all you care about is what I could do for you. What about me?
Mm-hmm.
So why is some of y'all like that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Theo said, I use positive affirmations. I really have worked on shifting my mindset about who I am and what I am worthy of. I love that. Cheryl Lee said, yes, at Theo, words have power. I was taught to look at myself in the mirror when doing self affirmations. It made a huge difference for me. Theo said, and I have learned to surround myself with real and mature people who have emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional IQ. It's big. It's big.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's a real good one. And it
Emotional
impacts
intelligence.
everything, personal and professional.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. That's a good one. Emotional intelligence. What does that mean though?
What does it mean to you? What does it sound like?
It sounds like to me to be emotionally connected, like with other people's feelings and other people's needs and stuff like that. You know, being aware.
It's an awareness.
It's an
It's
awareness.
being
That's
able
how
to read a room,
yeah.
to understand who your audience is, to be able to connect as
Yeah.
human beings.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like to me. Hey,
Mhm.
Brandilla. All right. Theo said you have to be okay with letting some people go and not worry about how people respond to you. I decided 2 years ago that if someone disturbs my peace, I will love them from a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, Theo. And that's where I'm at in my current life, y'all. And that's why my feelings be hurt because I don't like letting people go that I love. Right. But it's almost like the Titanic, right? I be feeling like I'm in the water holding on to the motherfucking piece of wood. And the person is looking at me like, yeah, what? And I'm just sitting there like I'm holding
Why?
on for my dear fucking life in this water to fuck. And I'm dying. And they just looking at me. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Never
Mhm.
saying, get up here on this piece of wood and float with me. So yes, I have to learn that, Theo. And it's a hard pill for me to swallow.
Mm.
Right? Because I just think that I love that emotional intelligence shit.
Once you do it a couple times, it actually gets pretty easy going forward.
Wait a minute. You said after after you do it a couple of times, it gets easy?
Yeah.
Like
I
riding a bike?
mean, so wait, so Eric tells me, like, whenever I get a bug up my butt about one of our friends, I'll express it to him. I'll be like, do you ever notice this, or do you ever see this, or whatever, or can you believe such and such said this to me, and I didn't like the way it made me feel, or whatever. He'd be like, oh Lord, here goes another one we're not going to talk to.
Wait, he says, here go another one we're not gonna talk to. Wait, at least he said we. He the fuck understands the assignment.
He does, but no, I've cut quite a few people out of my life.
And it didn't hurt you?
The first couple of times.
Yeah.
But what's important to me is me. And that is what I have to be very mindful of. Like this one friend of mine who I loved and adored, she was part of like a core group, her and her husband. But they were, and I'm not trying to be political, but they were supporters of Trump.
Yeah.
And
That's
it,
their right.
it's their right, it's their
Their
preference,
business.
right? But what they continually did was call Eric and I and our other friends like we were their chosen family. And whenever this came up or whenever it was discussed, and her husband was very vocal on Facebook and everything about his feelings about it and stuff, and it hurt me
Yeah.
because on one hand, how do you support a person that is actively trying to go against the people that you call your chosen family, right? That's trying to take their rights away.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming after them. That's that's inciting people to actively go after you, to
Mm-hmm.
kill you, to hurt you,
Mm-hmm.
to all these things. How do you support someone like that
Mm-hmm.
and be proud of it?
Mm-hmm.
And then turn around and say, but you're my family and I love you. I can't. I don't know how to reconcile those things,
Yeah.
right? It's not that it's just a part of you and I don't like that part of you.
Mm-hmm.
These are your beliefs.
Yeah.
And if you hold these things true, then what you're saying doesn't
It's not
mix with
matching.
what. No, it doesn't
Not
make sense.
matching.
Something's not right. There's a lie somewhere,
Yeah.
right? You're either lying to yourself or you're lying to me.
Yeah.
One of those two things.
Yep.
And it don't matter because I don't like liars. And I don't want you in my life.
Yeah.
I've cut out family. I've cut out friends.
Yeah.
Just you do you, boo. I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you. I will send you love and light.
Yeah.
Right? I don't need that
In your life.
darkness in my life.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So I will set you free.
Yep.
And that's
Protagonist said life is about balance. If it lacks balance, it ain't in my life. You know, the funny thing about that Trump situation, I remember when I lived in Westwood, New Jersey, and my neighbors downstairs from me, cool couple, they were white. I had to let y'all know that because it means something to the story. And so we were all at the pool one day and we weren't sitting together, but I saw her sitting with her friends, right? It was a couple that came to hang out with them or whatever. And all of a sudden they got loud. And I was like, what the hell are they arguing about over there? I heard Trump and I heard Obama. This was when Obama and Trump, the whole election thing was up in the air. And I'm like, what the fuck are they fighting over? And I heard the wife, Karen, was like, I don't give a damn. I'm voting for Obama. And the guy said, well, if you voting for Obama, you can't come on the cruise with me and my wife. And I was like, oh shit, they really fucking fighting because they supported Trump and they were arguing with my neighbors because they supported Obama and it was causing a conflict. So, the next day I was like, Karen, what the fuck was up with that argument? She said, them motherfuckers, I cut them off. She said, because you can't, she said, I don't have a problem that you support Trump. That wasn't my issue. My issue was you put a stipulation on me because I want to vote for Obama and you tell me that I can't, we can't hang out with you because we are Obama supporters or whatever. So she said, I don't need to hang out with you, period. Because
right.
obviously now I'm questioning everything about who you are as it relates to who I am, because I was okay with him going with Trump, but the way he was coming across about it is what turned her off.
Yeah.
And so, sometimes we can have friends
Mm-hmm.
in our circle, right? And sometimes they don't understand, simple shit like that. Like somebody could be like, I don't understand what's the big deal. I like Trump, but you don't understand, motherfucker, I'm black. Like I'm looking at you like that motherfucker don't like me. So what part of him are you supporting?
Yeah. When it comes to different policies and things like that, I have no issue with disagreeing and agreeing to disagree. I will, that's fine. If
Yeah.
you want to believe this
Okay,
and you think this is better for our country or whatever,
yeah.
and this is good for you, then that's good for you, right? We
Yep.
can argue about it. We can talk about it. We don't have to, right? But we can just agree to disagree.
Yep.
Here's my perspective. Here's your perspective. We're good.
Yep.
But when it comes to how it's going to impact different people, cultures, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Right? When you're talking about, erasure almost of indigenous peoples in this country.
Yes.
Or how other minorities and groups are treated. It's horrific to think like, yes, I want to support this person. when they're actively trying to go against the people in the country. And it's about their own agenda and not what the constituents want, right? Or the majority of, I would think. I mean, middle America, that gets a little scary to me,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, it does. It really, really does. Veronica says sometimes you have to love them and leave them and understand that God is sparing you the fuckboy shit.
Mm.
Or girl. Self-preservation mode loading. I know that's right. Soulful said, Robin, you have one added listener on the way to work. Oh, your driver. Hi, driver. Interior Root said, I'm learning that when people aren't affected by those actions, they don't care. What do you mean, Interior? What
When
does
you
that
cut them
mean?
off and they don't care, or they're like, they're just not
Do you really
affected
think
by
they
it.
don't care? Do y'all really think they don't care? If they didn't care, they wouldn't have had a bug up your ass when you changed and you couldn't, and you couldn't give them what they needed from you, right? They cared enough to be upset about that. So when you cut them off, baby, they care. They act like they don't care, right? Because if they don't care, what was the big deal then from the beginning? Right?
Right.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know, but yeah, some people will act like they don't care, but I'm being honest with my human emotions. If I love you and I have to cut you off, it's going to hurt me.
Yeah.
Hearing people, Interior say, hearing people sing Trump praises really opened my eyes to just how many people are ignorant to Trump's actions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were talking about Trump. People not being affected by the action, so they don't care. So of course, right, that makes it, yes, now I understand. Of course, because voting for Trump for some people, depending on where you are, it was beneficial to them.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I mean, if he wasn't fucking anyway.
I had one friend tell me, I'm just gonna say this one last thing. One friend tell me, that said, I only like these parts about him. I don't like these parts. And I'm just like, how do you dissect someone like that? Right? Like, you're okay with these things, so keep them in office, but you're not okay with these things, and that really doesn't have any weight. I don't understand.
But do they realize that if they like these things about him, but not these things about him, the things that they don't like about him is going to affect the things that they like about him? Like,
Yeah. No, I'm just like, help me understand, please, because I don't get it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, y'all,
move
this
on.
is a Freestyle Friday, and I appreciate Zen. I've been missing you. You're a great
Miss you
co-host.
too, boo.
And we still got to pick our weekend when I'm
Yes,
coming up there to hang with the wine. You were going to give me a weekend because you were
I
busy the
was.
next 3 weekends. So just let me know
Into
what your
November now.
availability is, because I know the holidays are coming. Everything is moving so fucking fast.
This week flew by for me.
It's Friday already, and I have so much shit to do at work, and it's already after 9 o'clock, y'all. I got turnover. I got I got a lot of shit to do. All right. And so I'm going to go ahead and start doing that, focusing on my work. But I appreciate you, motherfuckers. Thank you,
Have a great
Zen, for
weekend,
hopping
everybody.
on with your good Wi Fi and your good podcast signals. I love it. Yes. And I appreciate you.
Bye.
Thanks, Zen. Bye. All right, y'all. So that was Zen. Y'all know Theo said, you are not letting them go. You are taking, let me turn this around. Theo said, you are not letting them go. You are taking control of how you interact with them. And if they don't understand it, it means your season with that person is over. It hurts, but you begin to enjoy the peace. Ugh. It's a rough one, Theo. It's a rough one. It really is. It's a struggle. But anyway, y'all know I appreciate you motherfuckers. This is Freestyle Friday, and it was a good Freestyle Friday, right? We had, Zen hop on and co-host with me today, and it was a good topic. And I appreciate you motherfuckers. I do. I always say the one thing about this show is, you guys, when you jump in and you give me your various perspectives and your opinion and your advice, I appreciate that shit. I don't, take those things lightly, y'all. All right. Because I'm telling you, I came before y'all on Coffee with Friends, trying to figure out how I was gonna navigate through the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I need to do to start this healing process beyond going to get therapy? Because I know that's still on my list, right? That's still on my list. But there's various forms of therapy. Some people journal. This is my way. I get on here and I unpack so much shit right with y'all, right? And some people say, how can you get on a show and tell your fucking business? Why? What the fuck is going to happen? Right? How could you get on a show and tell your business? People going to know your business. People going to look at you. I don't care. Right? That's not why I'm here. I'm not here because, I'm scared people are going to be like, oh my God, that really happened to her. I told some gruesome stories on my YouTube channel. If you have not gone to my YouTube channel outside of looking at my lives, I have stories on there that some people would cringe about, but they're my truths. I'm not ashamed, right? If I bring it here, it's because I need the help. The fuck? I'm human. Right? I ain't got nothing to be ashamed about. I'm trying to do better, be better, show up for myself. That's what I'm trying to do. And along the way, I'm going to kick some rocks and hurt my toe. But guess what? It'll heal. Interior said, this is definitely therapeutic for me in the mornings, where I look forward to it and I appreciate you. And I appreciate that. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Theo, for that. I appreciate you. But with that, y'all, I'm out. Link is in my bio. If you're not following me, make sure you are following me across IG, Facebook, TikTok, where I do my dances and shit. All right. All right. If you go on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe and you hit the bell. Share my videos out. Get people to join in. Listen, we got to listen. Any contribution I could give to our society and helping us do better, be a better person, be better people, including myself, I'm here for the shits, right? And this is what I lend my podcast for. My podcast is here, to talk about some shit that I go through. And you guys also come on here and talk about shit that y'all go through. And guess what? It becomes all of our business, the business of healing and dealing with shit that we didn't even know we had to deal with half the time. We've buried some of these traumas so deep inside of us, we don't even know that they're there. But they are. And we cannot continue to go around talking about, oh, I had a shitty relationship. Why is all my relationships bad? Why? Because sometimes you got to look at yourself and deal with your own issues to be a better person, so that ultimately you could be a better mother. You could be a better friend. You could be a better partner. You could be a better coworker. I love y'all. I love us as a people. But don't forget to give each other grace, because we are human, y'all, and we're going to make mistakes. Do not give up on yourself. What did this book say? Until today, be your fucking self without explanation, without defense. Be who you are. And those that love you genuinely will understand. And with that, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the vibes to leave out on today, because you know what the fuck I say.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
What?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Friday, y'all. Going for now, but never forever. We shall return on Monday. Hashtag Fit Friends starts on Monday, y'all. Just hydrate and move, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, in the meantime, between time, Peace. I'm out. What?
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
Anything you want, anything you need. Hey.
God's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy.
Hey.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, sitting on me, I still go. Go.
I matter, bitches.
Go.
Say it. Hashtag I matter. Okay? Raw to the bone. Hey, and with that, I'm out, y'all. Peace. You got a mind,
but even that could change. You can
flip the gray matter
like some batter in your brain. That's why I say,
fake it till you make it.
And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game.
What?
Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display.
Come on, y'all.
In your brain till you feel it.
It's Friday.
Never slow yourself down. You can do some more.
Never slow yourself down.
And you find a door, open it up, and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.